happy we can see today. Happy, please.
Thank you. Hello, guys. This is Happy. I'm ready.
Thanks, Happy. In Romans chapter 12, verses 6 to 8, Paul says, having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, let us use them. If prophecy, in proportion to our faith. If service, in our serving. The one who teaches, in his teaching. The one who exhorts, in his exhortation. The one who contributes, in generosity. The one who leads, with zeal. The one who does acts of mercy, with cheerfulness.
罗马书12章6至8节，保罗说：“按我们所得的恩赐各有不同，或说预言，就当照着信心的程度说预言；或做执事，就当专一执事；或做教导的，就当专一教导；或做劝化的，就当专一劝化；施舍的，就当诚实；治理的，就当殷勤；怜悯人的，就当甘心。”
The transformed mind in Romans 12:2 not only discerns what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect, it really wants to do the will of God.
罗马书12章2节中更新变化的心意，不仅能辨明什么是神善良、纯全、可喜悦的旨意，他也真的想遵行神的旨意。
It's not a half-hearted doing of the will of God.
不是心怀二意、不尽心的遵行神的旨意。
If God's will is for you to contribute, do it generously.
如果神对你的旨意是施舍，就当诚实慷慨的去做。
If God's will is for you to lead, lead zealously.
如果神对你的旨意是治理，就当火热殷勤。
If God's will is for you to do mercy, show mercy cheerfully, not begrudgingly.
如果神对你的旨意是怜悯人，就当甘心，不要不情愿。
So what Paul is getting at is that the renewed mind, the mind of Christ and Christians, this transformed mind is not only able to recognize what is the will of God, but is inclined how to do it, how to go about the will of God.
因此保罗想说的是，更新了的心灵，基督在基督徒里的心，这种改变了的心灵不仅能够认识到什么是神的旨意，而且还感兴趣于如何去做，如何去实现神的旨意。
God's will is not simply that we do the right thing, but that we do it with all our heart, all our soul, and all our might.
上帝旨意不仅仅是让我们做正确的事，而且是让我们尽心尽意尽力的去做。
It's not surprising then that the very next verse, Romans chapter 12, verse 9 says, let your love be genuine, abhor what is evil.
因此毫不奇怪的，紧接着的下一节，罗马书12章9节说，爱人不可虚假，恶要厌恶。
In other words, really love and really hate.
换言之，就是真爱真恨。
Don't let your love be half-hearted and unreal, and don't let your recognition of evil simply be a mild disapproval.
不要让你的爱真假参半，不真实，也不要让你让你的爱有掺杂不真实，也不要让你对恶的认识只是轻微的不认同。
Abhorrent. It's a very strong word.
憎恶，这是一个非常强烈的词。
This is the only place it's used in the New Testament.
新约中仅在这里用了这个词。
It's the way that zeal responds to evil, abhorrence.
这是热心对邪恶的反应，憎恶。
Then to make it crystal clear what he's so concerned about, one verse later in Romans 12:11, he says, "Do not be slothful in zeal." The same word in verse 8. Be fervent in spirit, serve the Lord.
然后为了清楚地表明他如此关心的是什么，一节经文后，罗马书12章11节，他说殷勤不可懒惰。这个词和12章8节相同，心里火热，常常服侍主。
So the great object of the lives of believers is the Lord. Serve the Lord.
因此，信徒生活的伟大目标是主，服侍主。
Seek to magnify the worth and the greatness and the beauty of the Lord in all that you do.
在你所做一切事情上，最大化的体现，表明神的价值、伟大和美丽。
But what burns in Paul's heart is that we serve the Lord in a certain way.
保罗心中热切渴望的是，我们以某种方式服侍主。
Namely, that we not be lazy, half-hearted, sluggish, or lukewarm in the way that we serve the Lord, or the way we do everything for that matter.
也就是说，我们不要懒惰，不要真假参半，不要缓慢，不要不冷不热，在服侍主或者所做的一切与之相关的事上。
That phrase, be fervent in spirit, literally means boil in the spirit.
这个片段心灵火热，字面的意思就是沸腾，在灵里沸腾。
May we serve the Lord with fervency so that it is reflected in all that we do.
愿我们都火热的服侍主，并使这火热的心体现在我们所做的一切事上。Thank you for your testimony. Please lead us read Lord prayer. 请大家开麦跟着老师读主祷文。
Our Father in heaven,
Our Father in heaven,
Our Father in heaven,
hallowed be your name.
hallowed be your name.
Your kingdom come,
your kingdom come,
your will be done
your will be done
on earth as it is in heaven.
on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us today our daily bread,
Give us today our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts,
as we also have forgiven our debtors.
as we also have forgiven our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from the evil one.
but deliver us from evil one. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.